Nice.
Honestly, we need a whole other photo series just on New York's music. Its impact, the communities it built, its outright brilliance. It's hard to encapsulate in one photo, but this isn't bad.
That pipe should reveal the stash. A generator. Must be supplying power to something. Another generator. Let's see where this one leads. Whoa. Looks like some trouble with the current. My webs can conduct that electricity easy. Must be another short in the cable somewhere. That opened the stash.
You found my stash by the stadium. Now that one's my favorite.
How come?
Let's just say I had a New York City that no one else knew about. I used to tap into the stadium's main...
Hey, can I call you back?
Cool.
How's it going, my sandy friend? These guys won't let up! That sand crystal has my name all over it.
I find them, and they're waiting for me, with all sorts of weapons. What the hell have I walked into?
Waiting for him with weapons? They knew who they were dealing with. That's perfect for Robbie.
My best friend's kid painted this. I remember her showing me a sketch of it the day before it went up. New York is nothing without its people.
Starting without you. Get a move on.
That's good.
Is that a good photo, Spider-Man?
Spider-Man aren't the only superheroes in New York. Getting students to class on time? One of the greatest powers I've ever seen.
Yeah? That'll definitely work.
You know, I saw an old Grand Master playing there last week. Anyone could walk up and challenge him. And he lost to a kid who lives down the street from me. Yeah. Never seen anything like it.
Nice.
Say what you will about social media, and I can say a lot. It's helped so many businesses stay afloat here when they would have gone under a long time ago.
Showed up right on time. Need to get that crystal. Okay, let's see what we got.
They're circling me, Mija. Oh, wishing I just stayed home with you, Kimia. Helped you with your homework. Made you the one meal that I know how to cook. But it's too late now.
Kimia's Marco's daughter. I had no idea.
Just checked back in on Marco. He's steadily improving. Making more and more sense. He's even eating again. Doctors are hopeful. Good work.
I should check out that crystal.
You know...
Okay, guess I can use the workout. I'm just here for the crystal. sure they left their present for me.
I ask them what they want, and all they say is, the beast inside me. But that ain't been me for a long time. Just like I promised you.
He tried to do it right for his family. Respect. Got this down. System's not getting any power. Need to spark it back online. That's one generator up and running. I think we need a little more power just to be safe. That's not the one. And we have a winner.
Hey, kid. You get my stash by the cage?
The cage! I thought it looked familiar.
Got a great view of the hoops on the west side of the building. One of the most legendary street ball courts in the world. Before I started stealing, most of my fights with your dad were on that blacktop.
No way! You and Pops used to battle?
Ah, we go to war. But when it was 2-on-2, we put it to rest. He was a bully baller, and I was a trash talker. We were undefeated.
How about we come back after your parole? Play a little pickup?
Trust me, nephew. You don't want the smoke.
Come on! My room can use another poster on the wall. So which one of you is in charge here? Let me have that sand crystal, and I'll be on my way. Now, where were we?
I tell them to leave us alone, but they don't care. They shoot me with a net, Try to hold me down. I was sand before I knew it. I'm so ashamed. But I had no choice. I've gotta get back to you.
Sorry it came to that, Marco. Sounds like it was the last thing you wanted to do. Hey, Mr. Robertson. The photo went through? I tried to close my submissions out with a banger.
You can call me Robbie, Miles. And yeah, it's fantastic. But I'm a bit surprised you're stopping now since you left out two of the biggest parts of New York. The Spider-Man.
You really think so?
Everything I see in these photos. All the stories and history and life. None of it would still be here if it wasn't for the Spider-Man. I hope they know that.
They probably forget it sometimes. But sorry, guys. For beach day is canceled. This is for your own good. That sand crystal's all mine now.
I lose the crates at the school and come home. Walk through the front door. You're not there. They are. What have they done to you, Kimia?
They went after his kid? It doesn't get much lower than that. Gotta find more crystals to figure out what went down.
Marco's memory is returning and he's agitated. The doctors are piecing together what happened.
How are there so many of you? I'll give the sand crystal right back. I promise. What do you have for me, Marco?
I start yelling, losing my cool. If they did anything to you, I can feel the sand about to take over. And then they splash me with some chemical. Don't know what it is, but trying my hardest to stay awake. I'm fading fast until I see black.
Takes a lot to bring Sandman down. Can speak from experience now. What happened to his daughter? How about we just make a trade? Let me check my pocket. That was some angry sand.
I wake up in some kind of dungeon. Lots of empty cells. Around. You're not here. But are you okay?
Marco must have felt so helpless. Trapped. No idea where his daughter was. Hey, Mr. Robertson. The photo went through? I tried to close my submissions out with a banger.
You can call me Robbie, Miles. And yeah, it's fantastic. But I'm a bit surprised you're stopping now since you left out two of the biggest parts of New York. The Spider-Man.
You really think so?
Everything I see in these photos. All the stories and...
Did I just step on one of you? My bad. You guys had enough yet? Those sand Marcos are exhausting.
They say their boss is coming soon, and that he wants to meet me. I'm not waiting around. Sorry to break our promise, Kimi, but I'll tear this city apart to find you.
Marco was worried something happened to his daughter. No wonder he went nuclear. Marco never got the chance to find her. I gotta make sure she's safe. Maybe there's another crystal over by where Marco's memory shattered in the first place. Coordinates are showing a stash near the top of the Braxton building. How does he come up with this stuff? Hunk, you do not just send me after your crab and forget to mention lasers. And here we are. Hey, Mr. Robertson. The photo went through? I try to close my submissions out with a banger.
You can call me Robbie, Miles. And yeah, it's fantastic. But I'm a bit surprised you're stopping now since you left out two of the biggest parts of New York. The Spider-Man.
You really think so?
Everything I see in these photos. All the stories and history and life. None of it would still be here if it wasn't for the Spider-Man. I hope they know that.
They probably forget it sometimes, but I think they do.
Well, thanks for the photos, Miles. You're a natural at this.
That means a lot. Thanks, Robbie. Hey, Unc. Why'd you stash tech in this skyscraper?
Ever heard of the Braxton heist?
No.
Exactly. It was my debut score as the Prowler. First time working with a crew, too. We went into...
Hell yeah. Circuit box? Guess I'm zapping my way in. didn't open the door, but it activated that first switch. Must be more circuit boxes nearby to activate the rest of them. Uncle Aaron must have set these on a timer. I'm gonna have to spark each box before it runs out. There's a box. Found another one. And that's all of them. Should have access to the stash now. Pretty creative, gotta admit.
Now you're really bringing me back, kid. My very first stash.
Why in Queensbridge?
The Moon Turtle Arcade. Or at least it used to be before they tore it down and built that skyscraper. Your dad and me basically lived there when we were little. I used to run out of quarters so fast. But Jay would always spot me some of his. I'd give anything to go back to that arcade with my big brother.
Maybe I should make some spider stashes around the city. You need a better angle to pull that unit up. More lasers? Unc's been watching way too many bad spy movies. No way Prowler crawled through those lasers without a fail-safe. Something here has to deactivate that laser field. There you are.
Yo, looks like you found my stash out in Hunter's Point. Prowler's first training ground.
Wait, really?
Had to test out my tech somewhere secret. How'd you get the hang of your powers?
I actually did the same thing.
Maybe we all related after.
Yeah. Except you stole your tech and I got bitten by a radioactive spider.
You know, you still owe me the whole story there. Because I've had a million spider bites. Never ended up walking on walls.
Sorry. Spider code.
Fair enough. Thanks for grabbing the stash, kid.
I think there's a prowler stash nearby. There it is. I might have to move that somewhere else. Opened up plenty of these before. Don't mind if I do. Another one down.
You should not have come here!
Guys! If you're gonna ambush, be sneakier, alright? Uncle Aaron was right. They did come after his tech.
Everything good, kid? Got a few unauthorized access attempts for my stash in the shipping yard.
Yeah. That group that took Lee showed up.
They must be real good if they found it. Even your dad wasn't able to.
Dad?
It was the first showdown between Officer Jefferson Davis and the Prowler. Had to hide in that shipping container for hours just to lose him. Almost wish he'd caught me right then and there. Never wanted him to get involved.
Well, I'm glad you're out of the game now. Stay safe, Hunk.
Same, man.
There it is. Can't hide from me.
Hey, Miles. I got an alert from the stash at my old place.
You lived in that penthouse?
Back in the early Prowler days, when I was on Fisk's payroll.
Fist.
Yeah, I know. Still remember when I got the keys. I wanted to impress my big bro so badly. But he was ashamed because he knew how I got it.
Whatever Dad felt, I know he always loved you.
Appreciate that, nephew. Maybe one day I'll believe it.
Still a lot I don't know about... Getting the hang of this thing. Sweet. like that's all the stashes. Wait, my suit's sinking to another one? It's right by where I met up with Unc. Maybe his code's buggy? Should go check with him. Found another crystal. But where are my sandy friends? What the hell? Hello? Ah! Crystal took me inside Marco's head. Those giant spikes, are they protecting the crystal? It's working. Just need to keep it up. I don't think he wants us in here. Boom. There it is.
I tried to be the best dad for you, Kimia. I really did. All I can do is hope they didn't get you, and that you're safe at your mom's. I love you so much, Mia. We'll be together again one day. I know it.
Hey, been calling you. My source at the raft told me Marco keeps repeating some address in Queens. Sending it to you now. I think you should check it out.
Her mom's. Maybe that's where Kimia is. Thanks, MJ. Any chance you can get a line to Marco at the raft?
Hang on while I look into it.